Welcome back to the EPT in London, day 1B. Who is in and who is out?
Well, 214 players started the day, and some of the names that were knocked out early was Monte Carlo winner Gavin Griffin, Andy Black was out early, Ram Wiswani, then there was Noel Bolkin and Joe Beavers, Martin DeNeef was knocked out 5 minutes before the day ended. But you know, at these tournaments, Lars, so many big names, there's bound to be Clash of the Giants. Got a pretty tough table now. You got Lislu to your left and also this guy, Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, I know definitely if I get a hand, I'm going to get paid off today.
See, I actually read one of Roland's columns where he said his dream table, and he mentioned me, and he said, Daniel's great to have because if you ever get a hand, he'll just pay you off. And so far, I've been true to my word, right?
Well, he actually paid me off when I made a big value bet on the end, and he had a better hand. So.
That's how I like to do it. I like to pay him off when I have the best hand. It works better that way.
But when it's like three well-known and very good players, both of you and Leslie, when you when you're in this position at the same table and you got position on both lists, and Roland, what are your strategy, Daniel? What do you do?
Well, obviously, I would rather not have them on my table at all. And also, Mel Judah's there, so it's even tougher than it looks. But having position makes it so much easier because now I can sort of let them kind of lead the way, and I can sit back a little bit. I'm not going to tell them everything I'm going to do. But, no, what I'm going to do is every time Roland plays, I'm just going to raise with nothing.
Roland, what do you do?
What do you do, Roland?
No, when you have players who you think are difficult opponents and they have position on you, you have to tread a little bit more carefully. And but you play players a lot and you see them, so you're experienced in their tendencies, and you need to exploit their weaknesses and not play into their strengths. So both Daniel and Liz, I know that I'm not going to be able to get that much through past them, but hopefully, the table isn't just about three players. There's a mixture and a chemistry there, and so it all falls together. And you'd think that three of the players who you might know or seen from TV would like to keep away from each other, but it doesn't work like that, and we could end up playing a huge pot.
He's been doing something differently, though. I mean, I don't know he's been limping a lot, and I think that's what I would actually do in his situation, because he's got, if he's raising, he's always out of position, so he's trying to see some flops without putting too much in there. Would I be correct in assessing that?
Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult. I'm not going to be raising that many pots because we had a big stack behind as well. I've got Daniel and Liz. I know Daniel is literally going to call any 2-9 suited, and then I'm probably going to have aces or kings, but not know where I am.
Right.
And end up laying them down. That's probably
like he did the last time we played a pot. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're a bit more than halfway through day 1AB, and Daniel, how much chips do you have?
I've got about 25,000. I started early at about 23, went down to 13, and I'm back to where I was.
Roland?
I went down to 7 on that, about 16 solid. I had a little accident where I accidentally posted a blind under the gun and it went as a limit raise and ended up catching a piece of the flop and doing 900 chips. But
that's actually the weakest part of Roland's game without question. He's a terrible antier. If he works on that part of his game, he saves so many chips. Here 1,000. I've heard that he's got a really bad habit of putting in the wrong amount and making such mistakes.
I could be the worst antier in poker.
I think he is, without question.
Liz Lou, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit tired, but the last, I'd say, 2 hours, I just went on a really, really cold run. I just couldn't hit a hand. I mean, I have top pair. Somebody beats me with a kicker. What can you do? I just laid down a very big hand. I lost like 9,000 that hand, but I couldn't call. I just put him on a bigger kicker than me. So I'm left with about 10-6 right now.
10-6, and the average is about 24,000, you say?
Yeah, I'm way below average.
Well, anyway, yeah, sure, go ahead.
But you never know. I mean, I can come in and double up, triple up tomorrow. You never know. There's some people who came in with 200-300 and win the tournament. Anything can happen.
That's true. You started out the day at the same table as Daniel Negreanu, and after a while, Roland DeWolfe was moved to the table as well. And you were squeezed in between Roland to your right and Daniel to your left. What was that like?
I loved it. Yeah. I really loved it. I mean, they're both my friends, and I really like playing with good players. And all of us, basically, especially Roland, he knows how I play. And I think this is the first time that I've played with Daniel at the same table, but he's a comedian. He keeps me, laughing and going. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I mean, I'm not afraid. So I just play my game.
Well, anyway, like you said, Liz, anything can happen, and you're through to day 2, so good luck tomorrow, Liz.
Thank you very much.
10,600 for a list, but everything worked out fine. Both Daniel and Roland are through to day 2. Daniel has just a little more than 20,000 in chips, and Roland has 23,000.
Also through to day 2 is Patric Antonius, and you talked to Patric earlier on, Stig.
It's a tough table at the start of day 1B today. We're at the table with Thor Hansen and also Martin de Nif.
Yeah, that's the table we started, but now luckily people broke up that table, so now I have a new table with Noah Buchen, Fabrice Solnier, and Eric. What's the Swedish guy? He made the final table in the World Series. Anyways, it's a tough table. Now it's a really tough table, but because I had a position for Martin and a position for Thor, and I don't really like to play with new players every time, because it takes time to figure out how they play, and it's kind of need to take it very easily, slowly.
I mean, like you said, being on a table with Martin, he's kind of your boss as you play for Martin's poker. How did that work out?
It's always nice to play with him. I like to play. I don't mind busting him. I mean, it's we both gamble a lot, and if either of us gets chips, it's good for him or good for me. But he's still in. He's playing now in a different table.
You play quite a few of these EPTs now. Is this something you're going to concentrate on in the future as well?
Definitely. In fact, I'm moving to Monte Carlo. Officially, it's going to happen in October.
Haven't you just built a new house in LA? No, in Las Vegas, man?
In Vegas, yeah. I've been living there the last 1.5-2 years, but I'm going to play these EPTs here. Tournament poker is so much bigger here in Europe nowadays, and I don't really like playing too many tournaments in the USA. I've been focusing for the cash games there, and I like to be here. It's very nice. I like the players, people. I like these casinos here, and I want to play these tournaments. It's because I quit tournament poker for a while. I only play the biggest ones. Probably I play like 10 tournaments in a year, 2006, and now I want to play more and get some results as well.
What's the motivation for playing tournaments instead of just playing cash?
There's a lot of motivation. First of all, I mean, it's the best feeling if you manage to win one tournament. And also I like to travel again. I had a little burnout for traveling, because I used to travel too much, and it's nice lifestyle. I like this nice stuff. I like this lifestyle a lot, and it's about big money too. I mean, if you win a tournament, it's you get €1 million or whatever currency you get, and I have a lot of motivation. It's not about that. Cash games can be boring, and also tournaments can be very boring if you only play tournaments. But it's good to mix it up.
Well, Patric, anyway, there's still a few levels left of day 1B. Good luck the rest of the day, Patric.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
And now we're ready for day 2. And Stig, there are 142 players in day 2. And the top 5 ship count into day 2 is?
The top 5 ship count is Nicolas Levi from France. He was ship leader after day 1A as well. He's got 100,000. Daniel Magus from Spain. He's got 98,000. Anthony Phillips from the UK. He's got 94,000. Chris Moneymaker from the United States. He's got 80,000. And there's Ola Brandborn from Sweden. He's got 73,000.
So we'll see you tomorrow. My name is Lars Peter Landmark.
And I'm Stig Moon.
And we are here for Card Player Nordic.